Hey folks, my name is Pravus and welcome to more After Ink Revival as we conclude our Mega Brutal Guide series with campaign number 3. And oh boy, this scenario is a doozy. It's definitely a finale. Forgotten Shadows is its name. The expedition reaches the southern city. The hunt for the research lab begins. Remember, this entire campaign began because we got a radio signal suggesting there might be a cure for the necrovirus to the south, so everything's been leading to this moment. And by the way, if you're confused about going to the south when it sure looks like we've been traveling west, just look at the map here. Does this look a little bit like Great Britain, just like flipped 90 degrees? Yeah, so this is supposed to be the London area, pretty sure. Anyway, there are 3 modifiers on this map, 1 bad and 2 that are good. The bad one is that all unclaimed city areas can spawn zombies. And there are a lot of them on this map, so that's horrendous. To combat that, literally, we can have fighters with no population requirements, so even with 1 pop, we can get up to the maximum of 4 fighters if we want. And then Urban Aftermath lets us scavenge a lot more out of the city. Scavenging is your friend. You may have forgotten about scavenging, but it really makes a difference on this map. Do not be afraid to use it. The Soldier is a very good pick on this map. Very solid, the extra combat, even with the barracks costs, can be extremely potent here. If you have any doubts, go for it. I'm going to try the personal trainer just because we haven't played with her for a while, but I do like the Soldier the best. No, 2 stamina, 1 fighter, which is 3 stamina. I mean, this is good. I do want the fighter, but starting resources? I don't know. 10% authority, however. I'm going to pick this up because every time I played this map on Mega Brutal, I have beaten it by the skin of my teeth. 10% more authority might actually make some level of a difference. We will see, but it's not a good pickup. Not good at all. All right, let's go ahead and show you the map. So what you'll see is, first off, it is winter. That means that changes up your build order. You need to have a fire pit immediately. But secondly, on our side of the river, we have 2 forests and 1 source of food, and that is it. Which means we are never going to have a lot of food, which is kind of a huge problem. On the other side of the river, really not much better. It's almost entirely city areas. But there is something highlighted in the center that I want to draw your attention to. That is the research lab right there. So we need to take that according to our objectives. Just keep that in mind as we go through our goals. First, we claim 3 areas. We'll do that anyway, not a big deal. Then we have to explore 6 areas. Okay, that's fine. I know exactly where I want to go. Then we have to find the research lab. Now, I already know where it is, but to find it in-game, what you do is you occupy any city zone for a period of time. So there are some cities to our east, close to the forests. If we pick one of those up and hold it and keep it free of zombies, eventually we'll find that research lab. At which point we then have to claim the area, which is much easier said than done, and then place an outpost on it. And they will give you the outpost, which is good. So technically speaking, you do not need to have any stone in order to beat this scenario. But I'll tell you what, it sure as heck helps. You'll see why in a bit. Next, we can break into the lab to search for the cure. But once you do so, you are going to kick the granddaddy of all hornets' nests, and the zombies are going to attack us in numbers we have never seen before. So, if you're not ready for this, you are dead. If you do not have 4 fighters, you're probably dead. If you did not have any stone to upgrade your outpost into a fort, you're probably dead. So, be ready for it. Once that's all done, though, if you can survive for 5 months, your next goal is to leave the city, and that will officially end After Ink Revival, at least for now. So let's give this one a go. We're going to settle and move immediately to our east. I'm looking for that forested region. Let's go for some scavenging. Let's get myself a quick well. Hold up. Sorry, I already said we need to have the fire pit first. Do not build anything until you've clicked that button. Then we can go back and do the well. Get ourselves the basic toilet. I'm going to get myself 2 tents. I'm going to get myself a fighter, and I'm going to go for some tech. Since we did start with some extra resources, that feels like an easy enough thing for us to do. All right, and then we need to save ourselves some stamina and start claiming some territory. So we'll pick this one up over here. And now I do want to explore and take this zone right here. That's where the food is. But be aware, across that zone are going to be some zombies. So if you take it, you're going to get attacked. And there's no settlements nearby to defend it, which means you're going to lose. So before you claim it, go ahead and use the fighter, place it here. That aggravates them. And then go ahead and pull back here. And that will draw them to you, which is what you are ultimately going to be looking for. What else can we do here? We can get ourselves the makeshift kitchen. Now, if we do not get a lot of population on this map, it's going to be pretty easy for us, in theory, to get very high morale, which means more celebrations. I do like that idea. Let's Let's go ahead and explore these regions, by the way. I do need to move in both of these directions eventually anyway. So yeah, I do like the idea of having lots of celebrations. That could be good for us. We will see what happens. Pick up that population. We're going to need to get things to the town square. I'm just going to go ahead and... I was going to do it. Do we want to do it? Do we want to... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. Let's go ahead and get that going, because I really want to commit to having very high morale. I think it's going to be nice. Fire already. Okay, well, that's bad because I do have probably not enough water production at this point. So, yep, there we go. Let's go ahead and pick that up. Knew that was about to become an issue, sure enough. And, of course, we are out of lumber because I haven't built anything. I don't have time to do a lumber yard. I'm going to do a scavenge first, which should be okay, I think. There we go. Pop, pop, pop. All right, we've got that. We do need to get some firewood. I'm going to do a scavenge here. Again, do not be afraid to scavenge on this map. It really will save your bacon. Now, once you've explored this corner over here, something new is going to happen. There's another modifier, a fourth modifier you were not told about, the military hospital. Now, fighters are going to heal significantly faster whenever they move to your settlement, like 10% of their HP per day kind of fast, which is obviously great. So use that to your advantage whenever you are taking any amount of damage. Pull back, heal, run back in. Go ahead and send your fighters to try and be aggressive, explore areas. If they get injured, pull back, etc., etc. Now, this city tile here is also important. There's always something random here. Sometimes it's combat strength, sometimes it's resources. I'm hoping... Okay, housing is not what I would have wanted to see. That did not save me much. We just got another pop really early on. Okay, thanks for that question mark. Let's go ahead and immediately get myself that orchard. We've got our 3 areas. We need to explore 2 more areas before we can continue. I do want to explore down here to prevent any surprise attacks. And we also want to explore up in these different directions too. I'm not really worried about over here to the west. That's not going to do me much good, if I'm honest. Let's go ahead and get that fruit orchard going. We're probably going to have to do another food scavenge, I hate to say, because we did get a little bit more pops than I was expecting. So now we are up to 4 consumption, but I can only ever produce 3 food. So, yeah, that's what we call a bit of a problem. There we go. We finished with that, so now we have to search cities. If I claim this city and hold it, we'll be good to go. Before I do that, I'm going to explore a little bit more. Oh, let me just made it cheaper. That's nice. Get myself a second fighter. Why? Because there's an infested nest right here, and they will happily run across and attack you. If they attack your city while you are trying to do this objective, then you are going to lose progress. So what I want to do is have a second fighter hold the line right here while I do this. That would be ideal for me. So there's that 4th pop, huh? Right. We're going to go for some improved housing. Now, I need to save up some stamina right now because there's another... I'm running out of water. There's a problem here. There's a special event that always fires, it seems, and that's going to be beekeepers. 4 stamina instead of 3. Usually it's 3. All right, I need to take this, though, because that extra fruit production makes a very big difference. You need that fruit production. Food is hard to come by. We already learned this. Let's go ahead and place our fighters in position over here. An explorer discount, 3 stamina for 6, effectively. That is what I call a very good deal. We're going to go ahead and try to quickly explore some of these areas down here. We need to figure out what's going on in this area, so the more I can reveal my path to get there, the easier it's going to be for us. But of course, since we are completely out of stamina as our personal trainer, we're losing morale and stuff. Zombies coming in from the west. We're going to have to run back over here. That's not a big deal. I just need to claim this now. All right, so we're making progress. We've got 200-something days to do this. I think we're very barely ahead of our impatience, but not by much. I'm going to be watching this to make sure we move over here before they get to this, but I have to be ready because some zombies are crossing the river over here too. More authority in this location. Yeah, got it. All right. Let's go ahead and get my firewood splitters. We won't need a lot of firewood. That's the good news. Like, if we can take this extra forest, we're going to be fine from a firewood perspective, probably from a lumber perspective as well, which, by the way, we haven't even built, so we should probably do that. But yeah, like, we'll be okay on that front. But it's going to be really hard to get food. That's the hard part. I need to get more of everything, honestly. Let's get ourselves a couple more improved houses. I saw some zombies that are heading over in this direction, which is really annoying. I'm going to explore this region just so we know what's going on. They came back. That's a weird choice. Okay. I want to get the next level of tech, if at all possible. I think that would be great for us, because then we are going to get a combat boost for all of our fighters. So, can we afford to do that? No, but I'm going to do it anyway because I'm just going to scavenge for some food. Again, scavenging's your friend. Do not be afraid to make use of it. Boop, boop, there we go. Morale's going to be fine. See? You get a lot of resources every time we do that. In fact, one thing that actually can be a problem pretty quickly is not having enough storage space. because you're going to scavenge so much, you fill right up, and then you just lose a lot more of your potential scavenging. These guys are just going back and forth, and it's really confusing me. I don't know what they're doing. I do not actually know what they're doing. Let's get ourselves another lumberyard. Doing fine so far in the research lab. I'm really shocked. Okay, I was going to say, shocked there have been no zombies coming this direction. Now there are. All right, so they're on their way over here. We are going to have problems with water. So let's go ahead and get that going for us if we have the lumber to do it. We are in trouble right now because we're about to get attacked from 2 directions at the same time. This is where having the 3rd fighter would have been very, very helpful. If we're not quick here, we're going to be in trouble. We have to get that 3rd fighter going. I need to win this fight, and I need to win it now. Like now. Like now. Thank you. Pull back. Run. We have to defend this side of the river, too. The settlement is taking some damage. Now, for some reason, the settlement seems very slow to actually heal. I don't know why, but it does seem to be. 50 days to go until we have our next thing. We are out of things like firewood and food, so let's go ahead and do scavenges. That's the most important thing right now. I'm aware my morale is bad. I'm aware, but I also wasn't expecting to have a 4th pop, so, like, that's part of why we're having some issues here. But you can see we're recovering from that fairly quickly. We'll go ahead and claim this forest, and I can get myself, let's say, another firewood splitter there. That'll be fine. Let's go ahead and swap out some of these guys because we can heal up very, very quickly if we do that. I want to deal with the zombies that are here in this infestation. Just draw them toward me so that I don't have to deal with them elsewhere. Send some fuel over here. We don't have a lot left. Do we have enough scavenging going on? We've got no more firewood coming in, and we have probably more food that we need to scavenge as well. Okay, waiting for that 3rd fighter. Once we have 3, things do get a lot easier. Click the button, and patience was kicking in, so we are barely on time right now, but not by much. If I had more morale to buy myself some celebrations, that would be nice, but that's not happening right now. Boy. Okay. If we can get ourselves some fire pits, another tavern, kitchen and stuff, I really want to get that morale up, so that we are going to be able to get bonuses there. I also really want to claim this city area if at all possible, but I don't think we can. We just can't afford to spend the stamina on it right now. The reason I'd like to take it is so it can't spawn any zombies on me at a bad moment, because I could see that becoming a huge problem. But right now, we're going to have to be fine. We are once again having fires all the dang time, which I find so annoying. All right, let's go ahead and pull back over here. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to try to explore some areas and draw zombies to me as much as I can. Now these, okay, that's a lot of zombies coming this way. Holy crud. Why are there so many coming over here, heading toward the city? That's a lot. That is a lot. I'm going to try to delay what I can. They all ran through. That's actually better, because now I can reinforce and trap all of them. So I don't know why so many just popped up over there, but they did. Okay. I actually don't care too much about taking this, but I'm going to do it anyway just so we can clear this out. Trying to go fast if I can. I do want to get the 4th fighter, so if I can get 2 more stamina safely and not be in any economical danger, I'm going to do that. The 4th fighter makes your life a lot easier. Can you please stop setting fire to everything you touch? Thank you. Good lord, what is going on with these people? All right, I would like to think that these guys are going to run. Nope, they're not. Okay. I was going to say, you'd like to think that they're going to run over here where I have, soldiers, because that usually has a bias to draw their attention, but apparently not today. Let's get the fruit orchard, trying to build up a little bit more food, because while we discover stuff and get more scavenging, that is going to be great, but it's only going to do so much. Look at this. This just spawned a little bit more. We knew that was going to happen. I can't afford to lose 3 stamina. I'm just going to have to lose 4 authority. That's a huge problem. Oh, we're getting hammered here. Let's go ahead and start claiming this. I gotta go deal with this. I didn't even notice these guys coming in, if I'm honest. We're fine over here, so that's good. Pull back. I need to explore here so we can start making progress in that direction. 4th fighter, man, come on. You probably will have to leave a fighter over in this direction just to protect your eastern flank for a while. Heal what we can. Throwing away some food is terrible, but okay. We are going to... What am I going to do here? We're going to get some storage going for fuel, because right now we don't have a lot. We've explored this. Now, a weird thing about the zombies in this area. They never seem to leave even if you place things next to them. So you're gonna have to taunt them out, I think. But it's really hard to do so if you haven't explored the entire area around them, which is kind of one of the other reasons we're having some serious problems right now. So we're gonna try to start drawing these guys out, but the sneak attack opportunities are very, very dangerous here. I'm going to try to taunt this, and then let them come over here, all of them. Do not pull back immediately, by the way, or they will all disperse in different directions. I'm going to try to deal with them here, if we can. which it looks like we almost can. Maybe we can, actually. I was going to say pull back and let them all come here, and we'll reinforce across the river. We lost this, by the way. I did see that. But I was committed into the big assault right then and there, so this is not going over well. Fighter strength up is actually great. Now, we actually can afford to lose this city zone. I don't actually care about it. It's not important. Fighter strength, fighter movement speed, fighter train speed. We don't need train speed, so strength is the only thing that matters. We win that fight. Okay, so we've officially cleared that out. We're going to pull back here, move you here. We shouldn't need to worry about any of this right now. I don't care about it. But I do care about trying to push forward over here. Claim this region. Explore these areas when we can. I just lost a lot of stamina because I'm playing as the personal trainer, but it's okay. I'm trying to explore these regions so I won't get sneak attacked again, so I can run in here and finally clear this out, which, by the way, we need to start moving here to do. 3 food wood we can afford to lose. We lost 7 food instead. Are you kidding me? Do 2 scavenges. All right. A whole load more just spawned. This will happen, by the way, when you arrive. It's not going to spawn 1. It spawns like 7, which is why I want to get more reinforcements over here. Morale is now critical because I'm out of food, which is why I'm trying to click the buttons. Oh, gosh. Please get in here a little faster. Movement speed actually might have been good for us. Fighter strength, absolutely. Yes, this creates a barracks situation. I don't have fuel. Oh, my God. We're getting obliterated on this map. I want the barracks. I do want it, because it's going to boost up my fighter strength by a pretty substantial margin, and we have to do something about that. Spend our wood to get fuel. Yes. Again, I was not expecting to have a 4th pop, so my balance on everything is really far off right now, but the scavenging is working out fine. Got surprise attacked over here. Fine. Pull back. Don't even fight them right here, right now. We just cleared this area out. Authority is low because we have to now deal with this, but I've got so many more zombies on the way. If I don't clear these guys out quickly and then do the cleanse, which we can do now, we're going to be in trouble. So we've got the cleanse. Okay, so that's getting cleared. Then we claim it and done. All right, so we lost a lot of authority because we did not quite move fast enough, but despite the fact that we lost some territory, we did get it. All right, all right. This is not going great, I'm not going to lie. Need the barracks, but that's done. Now we have to place the outpost, which we can do immediately. That explores everything else around here, which is great, because I didn't want to spend any more stamina trying to discover all of this. Otherwise, we would probably have lost. So before you do anything else, it's now time to start healing your soldiers, get them in position. Okay? Now, getting some more tech here would be very, very nice. If I could get to tech level 5, I would love to do it, because then I could get some stone and turn this outpost into a fort, which is huge, but we're out of time. So instead, I'm going to invest in the barracks and try to get as much fighter strength going for us as possible, because I don't have time for literally anything else. So I'm going to move you here, rotate you around, heal you up, rotate you here. We're not even going to deal with these infested nests because we don't have time for it. That's healed? Good. So now we spend, well, I was going to say we spend all of our stuff getting, the special objective done. We can get some of it done. Let's go ahead and get that rubble. It would have been nice if they had just given me a bunch of stone. Okay, that would be very, very nice. We're okay on water. It keeps looking like it's scary, but we're actually okay. I do need to cremate these bodies, because right now it's costing me a load of morale, and I really was counting on having enough morale to keep myself getting extra stamina and patience. That did not happen. That most definitely did not happen. Let's go ahead and search the debris. Okay, so this is still going okay. We want to clear out as many of these zombies as we can before the next things happen. Oh god, I'm very nervous about this. This is going to be very, very tricky. I'm hoping that the barracks actually do work out. Let's get another barracks. You can build a lot of them on this map. Like a lot for some reason. We can build up 9. And I think it's tied directly into how many fighters you have. Like basically the barracks is acting as if I have like, I think 12 pops or something along those lines. Like there's something clearly tied here. So not only can we have fighters with no population requirements, we can build barracks with no population requirements. And that might actually be what ends up saving me on this map. It really might, because we are increasing the strength of my fighters a tremendous amount. Like this fighter has 118 strength before any reinforcements come into play. So I'm actually surviving without the stone right now just based on that. Let's go ahead and force open that security door. I know I'm out of fuel. I know I'm running out of water. We'll worry about the economy in a second. If we don't make progress, we lose the game. All right. We did the thing. We set off the alarm. Oh, does this look scary? Yup. The security door is open, but the control panel didn't like that. The zombies will hear us from miles. Here goes nothing. All right, get that well. Let's go ahead and get some more fuel scavenge. I'm not even building much on this map. I'm not building much in the way of fire pits. All right, now the scariest thing that can happen to you is all the zombies congregating right here. I've had that happen, and if that happens, you may lose. There's some RNG involved here. If you can clear these out fast enough, then they can reinforce each other, and before they stack up too much, you end up being fine, which appears to be exactly what is happening for us right now. So far, so good. Zombies spawning up here is a huge problem. Where are they going to go? I need to pull back. So I've never had this happen before because I've never lost all these in my test games. I wonder if all the city zones actually spawn more in this event. We have to hold out for 5 months. And because I don't hold these, is that what caused this to happen? That would be diabolical if that is what happened just now. Let's get ourselves more barracks! I know, it's crazy, but we're going to. We're losing a lot of food, by the way, simply because I have so many fighters that I'm trying to sustain. This right here is the nightmare scenario, but we're holding it. We're holding it, barely. I may need to spend some reinforcements. I really think I need to heal them up. All right, we got that. So this is defended. Come on, kill some zombies. Kill some zombies. There we go. Reduce that strength. We can reinforce again if we need to, which we do. Gosh dang, we're barely holding it. This is where things are supposed to get insanely tough, and I'm feeling it right now. Oh my god, please, please, no reinforcements here means we're losing it. We're losing it. Oh my god, more stamina right now, more stamina right now, click. Oh my god, playing as a personal trainer just saved me here. I just nearly killed this fighter, just sacking a lot of extra stamina to do this. Please hold out and win here, for God's sake. Okay, hang on, pull back. It's okay, hang on. They're about to come to the outpost, but what I do need to do is swap out the healthy fighter. So we're losing ground here. Okay, fine. But as long as we hold the outpost for a moment longer, we're okay. Got it? Okay. At this point, we don't care about anything else. We can safely pull back. I mean, we can hold it if you want, but, like, go ahead and pull back. Nothing matters anymore. Get out of the city. We could tend to the wounded scientists. Well, guess what? I'm out of food. Again. Because of course I am. Why wouldn't I have food, I wonder? Oh no, it's just so insane to think that you would have food on this map. Wow, really? You don't freaking say. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, get that morale back up, please. I can't believe we actually survived that, if I'm honest with you. There are still loads of zombies here, so we're not going to survive. We have to pull back. We can try to keep cycling guys around if we want. Like, it's unnecessary, but we can try and keep the outpost going. It's okay. Let's tend the wounded scientists. We can get the research going. Next, we have to load the wagons. That takes fuel and lumber. But we'll deal with that. Come on, come on. I'm going to get a very bad score on this map, by the way. I'm just telling you right now. And I would like to say that it's, you know... Oh, whoops. Yeah, load the wagon, that's right. I would like to say, oh, well, it's because I had that fourth pop and that threw me off too much. Not really, not totally. Part of it is just that this map is hard. I've had some success with the Arctic Explorer on this map, because what you can do is you can move really, really aggressively, and you can... Oh, we get another outpost? We get our outpost back? I've never lost an outpost. I didn't even know that was a thing. Leave now, go. Yeah, so what was I saying? I don't even know. Anyway, I've had our experience with the Arctic Explorer because you can expand very, very rapidly. But the Economist is obviously quite good. I think the Soldier would have been better here for sure. That extra combat strength might have been enough to keep us going. If we had been able to get enough stamina together to get some stone and have a fort, we would have been completely fine over here, and we would not have lost this ground. So that's another victory condition, is like if you can get to Tech 5, it's fine. But we need to have, I think it's 16 more stamina just to get to the Tech, let alone the resources, let alone scavenging for the stone, and then 4 more to upgrade it. So it's really like a 30 stamina difference to go down that route. But I spent, I don't know how much, like what? I spent something like 12 to 15 stamina getting barracks, and it was enough to survive. So I will say this is going to be a terrible score. Surprisingly, 3 stars is better than my last run. So, I mean, like, not great, but it's a hard one. It's a really hard finale. That is a lot of zombies. Now, on easier difficulties, you can literally surround the research lab with nothing but forts, and you'll be an unstoppable you can't be moved. You cannot be supplanted. It's super duper easy. But outside of that, oh boy. It's a tough finale on a fairly vanilla leader. Very, very tough. Thank you all for watching this series of After Inc. Revival with our Mega Brutal series, which is now officially concluded. As far as I know, there is no more official content for the game, at least until something gets announced. So all that's left to do is to finish out all these daily quests, which I have not done on this account, and then try to farm out Mega Brutal Mark V. Remember, that exists. Mega Brutal 5 exists, so good luck doing that. That would be the ultimate challenge, but for now, I feel pretty good. Very soon, there's going to be a scenario creator added into the game, so custom scenarios are going to be a thing. And I think this game actually has a very good framework for some really fun custom scenarios, so I'm hoping to see the community really take off. And if they do, then I'll be back to try some of those out. Thank you all again. Be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, hit the notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.